This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Well, good for Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Papers, pencils, pencil sharpener, drawers, coffee mug that says "I hate Mondays." I think we can all relate. Paper with a coffee stain ring. A lot of filing cabinets. So we are 427. That is Stanley. That is Stanley. Still wondering why it told me to input the time when we started this. Alright, let's go. I have left the office. There's 429's office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Sounds like it's still making copies.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? What the heck? This desk just has a pencil sharpener at it. Wow. Oh. That's got a window open. I can't quite read it though. It's a loading bar. Number 1 dad. Well, good for him. Whoever that is. Number 435. I like work. I just hate my boss. And I'm guessing that one says smile. Alright. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. There's nothing out the window. Hello? This has got more. Man, this is like original Windows here. Good gravy. Be my Valentine. Aww. Gotta look at all the coffee mugs. That one says who farted. Okay, that's a repeat. Gosh, all the rooms freaking look the same. This is crazy. Yeah, people like their who farted mugs. Oh. I just turned off somebody's computer. My bad. That says F. Can't read the rest. Alright, fair enough. Type it on the computer. Everything I interact with sounds like, oh gosh, I turned somebody else's computer off. Oh, they're going to be so ticked. I bet they didn't save their work. Oh boy. Oh boy. Doors won't work. And the door's open. Oh gosh. Now I'm wondering to myself, how many things can I interact with in this game? Ooh. Oh, that's spilled coffee. That's great. Looks like somebody was doing some work up there. Okay, cool, cool. Where's the meeting room? Is this the meeting room? I bet that's the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, okay. It's one of these games. They tell you to go through one door, but you can go through the other door if you so wish. Should I go through the door on the left like the game tells me to, or should I go through the door on the right to be a rebel? I mean, I'm all for just going with the flow, so. Oof. Yeah, let's just go through the door on the left. Okay. Door closed behind me. Can't open it back up. Oh, and here's the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. There's a whiteboard manager? Oh wow, look at this. Floor 4XX, that makes sense. Group Cabal, and that's crossed out and it says planning, smiley face. Weekly targets, admin. Oh gosh. This is too real. Marketing Mondays, 451's private time. Question mark, exclamation point. Group 40X, group 45X. This board is too small. Termination Tuesdays, office efficiency. Legal, question mark. Group 41X, group 46X. IT department on Wednesday. We're broke Wednesday. That's not good. Financial panic meeting. Bosses inspection. Group 42X, group 47X. 8 bird. Okay. Thursday, mergers. Ideas and development. Group 43X, group 48X. Pre-review of weekly review. The pre-review of the weekly review. So they're preparing for the weekly review, which is on Friday at 9 a.m. Pranking floor 5 meeting. What to do about 432? Don't tell 422 or 430. Whatever that says about my meeting. Group 44X and group 49X. And then office party at 4 o'clock after work on Friday. That sounds like fun. Number of slides on this slide. What? Slides, charts and slides. Oh, wow, okay. But mainly charts. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if anyone watching this has ever worked in an office before and worked in corporate, let me put that correctly. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict, why did we hire you? What are your dreams for the future? Nature, talk radio, transcend, charts, plant life, football, mitosis, a boat, pollution, less air, spring break, hope, clear skin, tips for not getting fired, talk less, Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on the other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slide to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and so ensure a common predictable word. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Gosh, this is good. Okay, and then it came back around. This is fantastic. I'm going to be spending so much time in this game, I can tell. There's just so much going on here. There's all these line graphs, pie charts, bar graphs, TPS report. Oh my gosh, this is, jeez. This page contains information, or no information. I may have to save these streams on the YouTube channel. Good lord, this is great. The synergizing of core global something value paradigms of 2012 to 2000 something. Bi-quarterly post-review. Teenagers. Size of demographic. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percentage. Throw something in the idea bin. The ideas bin. No more bins. Trash cans. Renaming of the idea bin. Firing of me. Okay. We need reviews. 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net? Some sort of child trap? I'm sure that'll work great. To do, synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market paradigm? Monetize free to play. Oh, that is way too real. That is like most games these days. Make the game free to play. Have them purchase microtransactions and DLC and crap. Anyway, it's the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, sure. Let's just keep following what the narrator says. Oh, this is, oh, wow. Oh, this is the boss's office, apparently. Executive bathroom, of course. You've got to have an executive bathroom. I'm guessing this is the executive assistant's area. The beige pages. Funny. Business time. Are hostile takeovers the new I think that says annual, but it's spelled wrong. Biannual percentage. I could turn on her computer. Or him. Could be him or her.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Of course not. There's no way Stanley could have known that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh my gosh. This is great.
2845.
Alright, I'm getting to it. Jeez. Alright, let's do it. Alright.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Oh, what the heck is this? What's going on here? Oh my goodness. There's Sonic's face. Link plus. Okay. It's just a section that was being worked on, or what? You've returned. Coffee Mom cannot reply. That's strange. Man, there's been issues with a lot of people. Oh, excuse me. I know the last Friday stream I did, Flump was having trouble with getting the audio correct on the stream. So yeah, there's problems everywhere, and I am sorry that anyone who is having problems is having problems. Oh, now I have a cursor on my screen. Freight elevator. Oh, loading. I think it's loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, good. Oh, and I think the elevator's broken.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
I thought I broke the elevator.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Dang. Passive-aggressive narrator. Question is, will anything have changed once I get it back up here?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Oh, this is great. I like this game. Alright, I want to punch in this code this time. Or was it 2854? I don't know. Anyway. Alright, I'll go back down to satisfy the narrator. Jeez.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
You told me to go down there. Yes, absolutely riveting.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Yes, yes, I will. Thank you.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's a bit ominous. Take the elevator again. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Okay. I was gonna say something.
Oh my god. The boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Wow!
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Okay. Oh, man. This is just what I needed.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Thank you, narrator. Jeez. Alright. Thank you for the suggestion,
Going
Choice.
back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
I don't know, that was pretty funny, so I don't know if I want to do it again. But that was good. That was good.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, I think narrator's wanting me to. Ooh. This game is giving me options. Oh. Wait. If light is on, call extension 914 immediately. I don't see a phone box anywhere. You'll never know. You're right. Jeez. Fine, one more time. I am at the mercy of my viewers. Nope, narrator is not having it. Not yet, anyway. Punch 914 on the keypad thing. Okay, I could try that.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it.
Don't thank me.
This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive.
It's not wrong.
That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you. So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
No.
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good. We're here.
Look what you did. I don't know if I like this.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here
Somebody
somewhere.
left their bag. World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it, the pyramids. Live, the guy who went to Mars. All eyes on Stanley, live on stage. Oh no. The storyteller. Stanley reveals all in his new book. Oh boy. An evening with world peace, baby. Okay.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Yeah, okay, sure. A Q&A with the world's first sentient machine. All right. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
All this just because we went up and down the elevator multiple times. Oh my gosh. .427, that's me. National Geographic? What? Indoors Monthly. Help, I can't find my cat. Could be indoors. What wallpaper should I put in my kitchen? Break a leg, champ. Your boss. Story, Stanley. Me and Dad, age 6. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. I love the way you ride elevators. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife, from the apartment ending. Up again, down again. The Stanley. Oh my gosh. Jeez. The narrator is just like so he's just throwing it in your face so much. He's like, "Oh, yes, elevator up down, very riveting. Oh, again? Really? Okay. You know what? You've just gone up and down this elevator so hard and so well, and it was just so unexpected. You know what? You deserve a press conference for how well you've done. This is crazy. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your coworkers." I came from a mountain? Alright, let's go up the stairs. An audience with the dude who came up with pizza. Featured keynote speaker, the Lord. Meet and greet. Alright. Well, here we go. What is happening right now? Okay. Okay. I think we're back at the beginning. Do anything with my computer?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right. Let's go. Sorry, narrator, for surname access. Jeez, dude. Well, now we've seen what happens.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Oh, gosh darn it. Now I'm questioning myself. Should I just do what I did before and go through the door on the left, or should I go through the door on the right? Well, Choice, I can always count on you to flip my world upside down. I mean, I know it's kind of weird, but I kind of want to see what happens when I go to the mind control room. So that's where I'm going, dang it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Corporate conference room. Cup. Anyway. Closets.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wonder when I'm going to get a trophy.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began
So in
wildly
case you
tearing
missed it,
through
this is what
papers on the
happened
boss's
before
desk,
Choice.
pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to
Can't
his
reach the
situation.
paintings.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had
There's a
assigned
camera
it
up
an
there.
extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, okay.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
He told me what the buttons were. Put it in backwards. Don't know. Hey, there's a phone. I can't use it, but there it is. Alright, let's try this again. I'm not going to aggravate the narrator this time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let's do it. Stanley had the strangest feelings of deja vu going through here. It's just a big button that has a light bulb on it. What is on that clipboard? Is that all the employee numbers? Alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This game is a hoot. Just a bunch of desks. What are those clipboards? Employee observation protocol. Excuse me.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true
Ah.
nature. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Yep.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to
Whoa, what's going on with
images
that
on
one?
a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's mine. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, does this mean I get to go on another elevator? Oh, that person got fired, whoever it is. Employee number 601, I assume. I guess let me see if I can find any other interesting tidbits. That one's all blurry up there. That one's fired too. I feel like I should be writing some stuff down here. Hold on. So we had that emergency number was 914, I believe. So 601 is fired. And what was the other one that was fired? That's 104. 234 is all scrambled. Okay, okay. Yep, just taking notes here. Figure might as well. Enter the matrix. Yeah, no kidding. Is there anything down here out of view that I might have missed? Oh, that's interesting. All right.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Pirate?
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, one of those said pirate on it instead of an employee number. Jeez.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I do that? So everything's offline here. That's just got a big button on it. It says 5. That's a big red button there. They're giving me buttons to press, and I don't know which ones to press and which ones not to press. These are just lights, so I don't know what those are all about. Console disabled. So it is. Okay, we got a 1, we got a 2. And there's a 5 over there. I don't know where 3 and 4 are. Push all the buttons. Yeah, I'm about to. What happens when I go in here? Nothing. Okay. Alright, what happens? Yeah. Okay, nothing happened. Can't press that button apparently. Was there a button over here? I don't think there was. No. I don't know. Okay, I guess I'm going through to the facility power. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
They couldn't have put a switch or a lever. Danger. Electric shock risk. Yeah, sure, let's turn it off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ugh. Good Lord. Stop. Thank you. Hey, trophy! I beat the game. Woohoo! And I got my first trophy. Woo! Ah. You're forgetting I have a desk in front of me. And then it just starts over from the beginning. Well, okay then. Let's do something different now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley
just opened
decided
by
to go
itself.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, let's roll. Let's see if we can speed the narrator along. Does that annoy him?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I did.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, now I think I want to see... The executive bathroom. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. All right. Extreme bathrooms. Oof. I can't... Oh, hold on. No, I can't quite read it. I like how they covered up the T in Time magazine so they wouldn't get sued. Well played. There's some hand soap at least. Looks like it's got some aloe vera in it. Mirror that... it's not a great mirror. It's a nice towel. Well, there you go. I've discovered the executive bathroom. Okay, I feel accomplished. Oop. There's no bebe in the sink. I swear, these doors did not open last time. I'm not kidding. Why is there a painting of a gun pointed at a panda bear? I almost said koala bear. Can I mess with this lady's computer now? Or guy. I'm sorry, I keep doing that. Oh, it does say time. Okay, never mind. Guess that's just something you can do. Shapes. Exclusive. Lenny Smith talks about his new box. Alright. Hey, this is different. New elevator. And this one goes up, I guess. This is... Man, this is weird. I just realized, is that the narrator doing that? Going. Does this elevator ever stop? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. It wasn't going anywhere. It was just playing the music and sounded like it was moving. Oh my gosh. This game. Yeah, let's go down. And it just keeps going on. Does this game get any awards? This is fantastic. I mean, there's always the possibility if I stay in here long enough that, like, something might happen, but I could be here all night. Clear piggyback room. Yeah, it's literally gone nowhere. Okay. Jeez, dude.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future?
This is different.
Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it.
Oh, here we go.
2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Impatient narrator. Yep. All right. Now I want to see what happens if we go to the end, but we turn the mind control on. And I'm not doing the elevator thing again now. We know what happens, all right? Yeah, it's going to be the same.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But it's funny. Well, it's not going to be as funny the second time around.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Right, let's see here. Okay, that just looks like a regular office. Where's the scrambled one? There it is. Seeing if it shows anything on the actual camera. Nope, just shows a regular office. Okay. There's the one that said pirate. Yeah, there's the one that says pirate at the top. That looks normal. Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh. Shiz, there's something up there. It looks like one of the numbered buttons, possibly. But I don't think I can get up there. This thing's blocked off. So the question is, how do I open it? Those have different shapes on. I can't press the button. I don't think this is doing anything, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Can't open that back up. Maybe. I'm sure there's probably something else that And that wall up there looks like it might be a like a big old television screen. 01420001. That says 0142 up there. And I thought I saw another number somewhere. 0521. I don't know. Anyway. Alright. Let's see what happens
when
when we
at
turn
last
this
he
baby
found the
on.
source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In
I'm
the
out.
event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, Nuclear detonators are set to explode,
What?
eliminating the entire complex.
Oh no.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Ooh,
It's
okay.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
That's precisely
Or
it.
did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Bye, Employee 427. No!
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Yeah, I have no idea what I was supposed to be doing there. And we're back at the beginning.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, we'll do a couple
Stanley
different things
decided
this
to go
time.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That still doesn't open. That doesn't open. Awaiting input. Input received. Okay. Are there any... Hold on.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but
Dang
it didn't
right.
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Hey, you never know.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
See, I want to see what's over there, because that's an entirely different thing. Huh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Not this time, narrator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. 4B9. The heck? That's different.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Dang right.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I kind of doubt that.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Really? And what message would that be? Is that a pencil sharpener in that box? It is. Because why not? Okay, now the narrator's like giving me the silent treatment. Alright, moving right along.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Get back to what business? Okay, this is like an engineering.
Stanley was so
kind of-
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Whoa. Caution, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. That requires a key card. I do not have a key card. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Danger. Vent access for trained employees only. Climb at your own risk. What vent? jump off here right now. But I'm not gonna do that. Rent a fence. Why would you
Look,
rent
Stanley,
a fence?
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing
Really, I'm
your trust in
not.
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision but... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger. Danger everywhere. Ah! Warning, do not stand on this side of fence. No buckets past this point. It's weird.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Oh no.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Now why would you give me a choice if you only wanted me to go through the red door? It's one of those red pill, blue pill moments. Do I trust the narrator or do I go through the blue door? Yeah, let's keep going against the grain.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
What?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option.
Hey.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Sure, why not?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I don't know if 5 is the highest and 1 is the lowest, or if it's the other way around. I'm confused, narrator. I'm unsure, so I'm going to say 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
What?
To be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. What? No freaking way. That's me? Oh my gosh. Is this real? Like, dude. I don't think that's accurate though, because it says 7 hours 30. Or is that the time? This is your superior. A dead rat is offline. A dead rat is objectively right. Jeez. Like, seriously. That's even got to be like actual people. Mussolini is offline. Okay, that's, well, no, that's not. Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Oh my goodness. Why not ask some friends for help? Error, friends list empty. Hey. .98% of players are more attractive than Stanley. Jeez, dude. So yeah. Interesting. Well, folks, this is interesting. Feel compelled yet? I don't know what I feel. To be perfectly honest. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break here. Oh, excuse me. So thanks for sticking around. Yeah, this is different. This is interesting. The game is now paused. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Don't go too far. Okay, I have returned. Now, what happens if we go into the orange room again? Oh, and look. Ceiling light, office space.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'm going to say 4.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
What?
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of
Why?
life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh gosh, why? I think he did that on purpose. Yeah, just no.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do.
I did it because that noise was
I can't think
ridiculous.
of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
I wonder what would have happened if
Yes. This seems like
we'd actually played the game for 4 hours. We'd have been like, oh, good job. How'd you like the game? This is weird. This is so weird.
Aha! Fascinating.
What?
This game is about, Stanley. What's our backstory?
You've got to be kidding me.
Motivation?
This is the game Firewatch, isn't
It
it?
seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game,
exactly
Stanley.
Firewatch.
And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I've never played the game, but I know, I think it was Flump that played this and streamed it, so... Jeez, man. This is... Lookout cookbook. I can't believe this. Who fire watches the Firewatch? Oh my gosh. I can't interact with anything in here, but... Well, I guess we're going outside. I can't believe this. This is... Is there anything up here on the outside to interact with, or am I just... Is this pointless? The funny thing is I've got Firewatch in my games library. I've just never actually booted it up.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What? Oh gosh, the graphics. Oh, I don't like that.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
What?
I nearly wandered off into that
thing. That big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Sure.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful.
No.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
It's literally Rocket League. It says it right
I
there.
will be phenomenally impressed.
Oh my.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going to get it. Oh, and I can move faster now. I'm doing it, narrator. I'm doing it. I'm playing the game.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have
Not
a
really.
thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls
no.
makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Oh no.
More balls!
Oh, okay. Sure, why not? More balls. Where's the fireworks and,
Are you enjoying
explosions?
this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real
It's
video
not
game?
not fun.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
Why?
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my
Narrator.
game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you'd like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Hello? Hello? Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go score a goal with myself. Nothing here.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I have no idea. You need more boost. There was no boost. What?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, wow. Work in progress. There's supposed to be filing cabinets here. Chairs are off in a corner. The paintings are on the floor. Oop. Oh gosh. Yeah, nothing's finished yet. Oh no. Where do I go? And into the back rooms? I think I did. I think that's what's going on here. In fact, I almost before I started the stream, I almost did the title or the live notification to be something about the back rooms. This is an entire wall that's just, oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. What? There's some kind of weird computer system in there. Oh, and I can't get in there. Of course I can't. And I can't jump. There is no jump in this game. Except for, like, walking off a ledge. Oh. Hey, it says 427 on it. That's me. Entire security system. It's just a blue thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do or where I'm supposed to go now. I'm kind of... Yeah. Oh!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Putting on my gloves, because my hands are cold. And yep, I kind of figured.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Question is, now what do I do?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hello, it's Seriously and welcome. Feel free to lurk, that is perfectly fine. But thank you for joining nonetheless. Oh, should I go through the door on the left again? Or the right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, which
Wow.
the narrator.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sure, let's do that.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, dude. Well, I can't not take the maintenance elevator. Let's see what's down here. Yeah, how many different avenues are in
But
this?
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Well, from here it's left.
Which I pretty much have no choice but to go left.
Oh
so-
no, it's to the right.
So-
My mistake.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't know. What
It's
were you
clearly...
thinking, dude?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
That's awesome. Truck with its lights on. That's great. Okay. Narrator, was this? Oh,
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
okay. Yep, from the top. All right, here we go again. Jeez.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I can't reach the computer. Oh boy. Ba-da-doop. Yeah, there's still a lot of doors and stuff that I like. It's like, can I get in there? Can I not?
When Stanley... Wait, what?
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
I didn't do anything.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh. Whoa. 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 Oh. Yeah, this is some heavy backrooms stuff right here. Jeez, man. Sure, let's go this way, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh, okay. Jeez.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Inner guilt.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Everyone knows what you... Oh, I was reading that. Bro. I'm going to do that again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so... Oh, this computer's already off. No, wait. Was that the computer from... Yeah, that was the computer from before. Or no, it was the other one. These... Okay, those are the two that I... Getting ahead of myself here. Okay. Yeah, now I'm super curious as to see if that happens again or something else happens. Like, geez, dude. So many
Okay, yep, it's
Oh.
worse.
It's,
I might be remembering this
there are
wrong.
no doors.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, sure. See if I can maybe clip through the wall or something. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I don't know, narrator, what you got?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh my gosh. Alright. What is this? Whoa.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
You and me
Is this
both,
the
buddy.
story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thanks. I did it.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might
too.
happen this time. I
like-
have to
It's
restart.
like a horror game. This game. What? Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Sure. What if I walk over here? That's weird. It's not supposed to go that way. Just gonna continue to mess with these computers. Well, you're the boss.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Hey, it's counting
You know what?
down.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh. Oh! Annual reviews, monthly ledgers, consolidation reports, corporate imbalances, departmental accounts, financial records, personnel files, budget analysis. Whoa!
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a fern. Wow, it's the greatest fern I have ever seen. It's so fern. Okay, it's a fern. I'll even take a screenshot just in case. Alright, carrying on.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I can't even go through that door. Oh. I've not been able to go through here before. Okay, remember that fern, everybody. Oh.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, wow. I think this is the real game. Is the narrator just going, alright, I think we got it. Nope, this isn't right. Restart. Alright, this time. This time. And it's like, wait a minute. Alright, start over again. Alright, now should I follow the line, or is... Phone. Here's the computer that I can turn that computer on.
You know what,
off,
Stanley? I
Oh.
say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring,
Sure.
mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Where? What direction? You said this direction. Which direction are you referring to? Oh. Oh, okay. Are we in the back rooms again?
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go
Oh.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I like this narrator. He's very open-minded.
Oh, no, not you again.
No.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, okay, bye, line. Thanks for your help. Not.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, The door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Okay. The confusion ending. You've been playing the
hold on,
confusion
what's
ending
this?
for 18 minutes and 25
Confusion
seconds.
ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
It's all
It's
mapped
one
out.
giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Uh-huh.
I guess now we just wait.
It's a
You know,
chair.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
It said it was going to restart again. Well, here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well then. No line. There's no adventure line to follow. Okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. The end is never. Yeah, you're telling me. Oh, it's a little tram. I like this.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Hello, Doc, and thanks for joining. Yeah. Apparently I've stepped into the new content. Oh my gosh. This game.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a
Oh, thank you.
mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yay. Let's roll.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah, we just got done with the confusion ending, I guess you could say. We're following the adventure line, and then it just gets all crazy, and find the confusion ending map. That's and then it's restarted again, and then I found the new content door. Oh, what is this?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, I can jump now. Okay, I like this. I can handle this. Alright, almost there. Does this mean I have a jump from now on, or what? Nope. It was just for the circle. And for only, what was that, 37 jumps? Alright then. Wow.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Another elevator. Oh boy.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just
honestly,
read you the
these
whole
days,
dictionary.
sometimes
There's 20
it is.
hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30
And
trillion.
thank you for
We could put
thank you
that
for
on the
following,
box.
Doc.
The
Much
Stanley
appreciated.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
And welcome to sorry, I said that wrong. Welcome to Arcade Hooligans. I am Athrun, one of the streamers for this channel. We've been streaming for about 4 years? Ish. Something like that. And yeah, we just play all sorts of video games, just whatever we feel like playing, really. I just recently finished the Uncharted series last week, so I did Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh my goodness.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance
Really?
department signed off on this?
I haven't looked at the
I'm
trophies yet.
infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such
It's
expectations.
okay, narrator.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
I agree.
No
Let's do
frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
that. You and me, narrator. BFFs. Jeez. But yeah, we stream on the channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Master Choice, who's in the chat here, he streams on Mondays. Lilies sometimes streams on Wednesdays. She's been playing some Horizon Zero Dawn. I think she's been doing the DLC for that. Choice has been playing some Oddworld games. But yeah, like I said, feel free to check out our clips and highlights from the past. Feel free to check out our YouTube channel as well. Haven't posted anything there in a while, but I definitely want to post this game, this stream, because this game is ominous.
Psst.
Aha!
Stanley,
I knew there was a
come
reason for
over
the crouch
here.
function.
In the vent. I want to show you something.
He sounds very sincere, so sure. All right, let's go. Uh-oh. It's turning into Metal... Thank you, Choice. I was just about to say. Metal Gear. This is different.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
I
got me
remember.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our
What
little
the
secret.
heck?
Take a look.
What is this? Okay, yeah, I'm all in. Let's go.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Okay. This game is so weird. Oh, it's a basket.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back
There it is
then,
on Steam.
video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
He's not wrong.
Waste.
Tell you, these games these days, it's cold where I am. Yes, it is below freezing here. Freezing. Ah, Los Angeles. That must be nice. Although, I mean, yeah, I mean, all that rain y'all had over there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I tell you, Mother Nature is furious lately. It's just one natural disaster after another, and record heat, record cold. Yeah, all that. Oh gosh. But yeah, here anyway, we're in the Midwest here, and it's been a lot of it's been a roller coaster of temperatures. We haven't really had much precipitation, but it's been, you know, it'll be below freezing, then it'll be above freezing, and then it'll be below freezing. Up, down, up, down. Yeah. The greatest wealth is memory. This is so weird. Cargo Operator's Manual. The Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's like the old freaking computer game boxes, which they really don't have anymore. Dang, that's a throwback. 2014 Independent Games Festival. Audience Award. The Stanley Parable. Nice. British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Oh, and it says The Last of Us. What's funny is they just started the Last of Us TV show. Talk about foreshadowing here. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I don't know. Will it? Now there is one route I still haven't gone through in this game, where it has it says escape before you get to the mind control room. I haven't gone that way yet, but I haven't had a chance at this point because it kept restarting itself, and now he's like, let's take a trip down memory lane. Okay, sure. Stanley Parable. Buy on pressurized gas. That's different. Everyone's saying. Linguists identify 15,000-year-old ultra-conserved words. The Washington Post. That's so weird. That's right. That's right. Up there in Southwest Canada. And yes, welcome, Flump. I don't know how much you've seen so far, but this game is crazy. The memory zone temp. Okay. The original remake. Stanley Parable demonstration. Trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. Just west, not southwest. Fair enough. Just north of Montana. Very nice. Oh, and here's the Stanley Parable official soundtrack. It's actually an alright soundtrack so far. It's a $1 bill. Series 2003? I would not be surprised if someone actually took a legit picture of a dollar bill and put it in here. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Is it though? Go outside. Don't play for 5 years? I'm gonna have to look through the trophies at some point. Jeez, dude. This is so weird. Nominee British Academy Award Game Innovation. Nice. Development team nominee. Is that a debut game? Cool, cool. Nominee story. Oh, beta work in progress. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. I'll just show uneven effort to enroll poor. Costs hinder new tack to achieve diversity. Just look through the trophy list. Good luck. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. What the heck? What happened to Stanley? Oh boy. I have a feeling there's some things I haven't learned in this game yet. What is in loving memory of little Stanley? Aww. Is that like a little gerbil or something? Which don't have very long lifespans, so there's a nice bench.
Je suis dans la mémorise, c'est sous la pluie de l'eau, et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour.
What is happening right now?
C'est là
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless
I actually
husk
have Dear
with an
Esther.
hour of new elevator content.
I was planning on, It says, comparisons to are going to be woefully inadequate. Perhaps its closest cousin would be Dear Esther, which I actually have on my PlayStation. I just haven't gotten around to playing it, and I was possibly considering streaming it. I don't know. Get reimagining of one of the most intriguing mods available online. How do you discuss it, analyze it, and recommend it? That's quite simple. You don't. Flawless victory. Games rated 10 aren't perfect, since nothing is, but they come as close as you could get in a given genre. The new must-have game in its sector, we're talking pure ecstasy. Check out more reviews or the Destructoid score guide. This was Destructoid. Okay. Before I continue, I need to go get some water. I ran out of water. No, wait. I didn't run out of water. I have a backup. There's not much in here, but I have it. That's better. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Is that Minecraft? It is Minecraft. What the heck? What's a picture of Minecraft doing in here? Do I need a water cooler? I don't think I need something like DK should have had, but no, I think I'm not drinking water from what I usually use, which is my Foxhound thermos thing. But yeah, but geez, dude. Yeah, he would be streaming and then he'd be like, "Oh, I ran out of water. I need to go get some." And he might do that a couple different times, and we were just like, "Dude, get something bigger to put your water in so you don't have to get up." Yes, that is Portal. This game is like, it's just taking things from other things. I don't. All right, what's in the basement? Oh, memory zone maintenance. Fair enough. Knowing your city? I think that's what that says. Alright. Playing the Stanley Parable. Yes, I am. Person of the Year, Stanley. See, I don't even know who the woman is here. Like, I haven't gotten to that, if that's a thing. I'm guessing this is them building the game. For Scott K. Interesting. Your number is 29. Yeah, I think that's the issue here, is that I walked into the new content without having discovered everything in
Here's
the
another
original
moving
content.
passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Oh my gosh.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation, boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally. Anything. There's a room I can't get into. That's no fun, but what are you gonna do? Alright, okay, so yeah, that's the GameSpot review. Now where do I go? Do I go backwards? I can't jump anymore, so...
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Now the basement's open.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
What is...
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well,
Oh
weren't
no.
they?
Oh no. Well, I can't even read that one, but...
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
My. What's all this then? Pressurized gas reviews. Oh man. What is this? I can't read it again. Not recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable
Stop
track
ringing.
record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Mm-hmm. I think the narrator's starting to fall into a depression. Or already
What's
has.
this one got to say? You constantly have
He's
to
standing
stop
on
doing
water.
anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley
happening?
Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. Got the logic of elimination working backwards. The deduction therefore becomes
How long
impossible
this
to
goes on for?
manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it.
Okay. Start it over.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well,
I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's...
Oh gosh,
well,
the door's
there's really
gone.
only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button
Oh.
again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
That's what I was
Wasn't
wondering.
there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can
skip
enter a
button.
room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall?
I don't
I'll
think I
take
need
any
a
of these,
skip button,
or I
more
want
like
for us to
just a
move
little
on.
sign
Won't
I
you
can hold up that
please step
says,
away from the skip
okay, I
button.
get it,
Go
or
anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before,
speed
wasn't
up,
there?
or
I swear there was.
summarize,
Where did it go?
or
Can you maybe
I got
just
somewhere to
ram your
be.
way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until
Yeah,
enough
wrap it up
damage
button,
is done
exactly.
for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door.
Yes, we
need
do.
a door of some kind.
I agree.
can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another.
I can't make a
I'm
door.
going to step away for just a
Narrator.
moment.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to find us a door.
Okay,
I
perfect.
don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but
Uh-huh.
I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please,
Okay.
please do not press the skip button.
I'm not
Just
gonna do it.
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip
All
button.
right, go.
Got it?
Yes.
Yes, good.
All right, go.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing behind here. There's an air duct up there. There's some. Ooh, excuse me. Some of that piping. There's a noisy fan in the corner. Oh, I would imagine not. He's probably not coming back, but he told me not to skip press the skip button. Was that plant there before, or am I literally going crazy now? You could trap Athrun in a room with nothing but a skip button, would you? I go on my lunch break and never return. I'm a very patient person. That's the problem, Doc. I'm a very patient person. So I could sit here a while and see what happens. Now, one thing I could do is, it is for me getting late, and I could just, like, stop the game here and then come back next week and see if anything's changed when I load the game up. Will the skip button still be there? Will there be a door? Still nothing behind this wall. But yeah, it's funny. I feel like that plant wasn't there before, but it may just be the game. It's getting to my sanity. And I'm gonna make one more pass around this wall. And nothing has changed. All right. All right, I'm gonna press the button. Is there anything on the back? No. All right.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Well, there's still
You've
no
just been
door.
frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have
for a
to
hidden
believe,
wall.
I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me.
That's not healthy
merest
behavior.
mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my
The plant.
goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a
Gosh.
single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing?
It's like some Black
Me
Mirror
just
stuff
talking?
right here.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Yeah.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. That if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button,
I hope
you're
this
still
guy got
right there, but I know
paid a lot of
you're
money
so
for voicing in
tremendously
this
far
game.
away. And in those
This is a
moments,
lot.
the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored.
An
And already
extrovert
I can
forced
sense
to be an
the
introvert
looming
would be
silence as
would
you will
drive
press
that
the
person
button for the
crazy,
next
probably.
time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Did I already check back here? Well, narrator, you wanted silence, so here we go.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is
been a
only
year?
regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously.
Dude, don't make me
I
do
was
it.
consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a
Then
strand
you won't
in
mind
the
if
web
I
of my
do
being. It
this.
was incredible. The
I'm glad you're laughing, Choice. Trophy earned. You can't jump. I think that's because I've been hitting the X button so much. It's like, no, stop trying to jump. You can't. Hello? I guess I'll just hit the button again. Is the narrator dead at this point? Well, like, what happened? Oh, the clock fell down off the wall. Okay, that's gonna get annoying very fast. I know, right? It's so annoying.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned. They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But
Wow.
then, he's
Still
talking too
going
much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no
What's
reason
sad is
other
that
than
he's
to do
he's
so?
right.
Yes, yes. It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole...
Oh boy, you still haven't learned your lesson, narrator. I mean, eventually this building has to collapse at some point, right? Thought I saw...
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Hey, it's starting to drip water from the ceiling. That's progress.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
I think it's never the end.
Is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Oh, yep, we're getting more water. Okay, this is progress, this is progress. I'm waiting for the point where this just, you know, transitions me back to the beginning of the game again. Oh, there it is. That's what I've been waiting for this whole time. Look, even the walls are showing moisture. Ladder. I mean, there's still no way out, so I gotta keep skipping forward. Unless I can climb up now. Holy crap. Daylight. It's only been, what, like a half an hour for me, but for the narrator, it's been like... who knows how long. But I still can't get out. I can't jump in this game as so made that's a fair point, Doc. I mean, if you know, if the apocalypse was coming and you were just, you know, you were just trapped in nothing with nothing to do and nowhere to go, it's like, yep, just keep skipping until it happens. Ooh, this is nice. Ah, okay, okay. It's definitely better than it was. Well then, cool. I think we're making progress here. Oh no. What? Where'd the greenery go? What is happening? Are we... Wait, are we reversing time now? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What have I done? Oh no, the button. Is the button broken? Oh, and the building's like on a slant. Jeez. Oh my good lord. I gotta be quiet, actually. It's getting late. Oh crap. Well, that happened. Pick a direction and go, I guess. End is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Is loading. Okay.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
This is new. I mean, the environment isn't new, but what he's saying is new. I still have no idea if this does anything, but I'm doing it. Woo! Wow. So you killed everything and reincarnated as yourself in an alternate timeline. It would seem that way, Choice. It would seem that way. Oh, man. I will say, though, I think I need to stop here. Tell you what, I'm going to walk all the way back to where the beginning was. And then maybe I'll get back into this next week. Oh, my door's closed. That's okay. This is a good stopping point. I know this game is very interesting, and I like how when we were stuck in that room, our viewer count went from like 6 to 3. Some people were like, "Okay, I've had enough. I'm out of here." Like, okay. Again, number one, I'm a very patient person. So, I'll put it this way. If I weren't streaming this game, I'd probably sit there and listen to a lot of what he had to say. Because some of it was actually pretty interesting. I push the skip button on you. And then another thing is, of course, you know, like, I'm a gamer. It's like, well, what happens if I don't press the skip button, you know? There's always that curiosity that you have to satisfy. Yeah, the dialogue would have eventually looped, or it would have stopped, and you would have been sitting there like, the game would have been like, yeah, you need to press the button. not telling you that explicitly, but implying it. So, oh, well, goodness me, everybody.